For today's Cyber CEO episode,
John's really good at actually giving me some accountability and keeping me on track as well. Things that haven't been done. It's like having an assistant there to remind you of hey, we had talked about this the other day, and he'll hold me accountable to say, hey, were you able to get that accomplished? Did you complete that task? Whether it's drafting an email, getting lost in the shuffle, me doing lead generation and talking to people in person here locally, I sometimes lose track of the ideas and the other things that need to get done, like composing an email that's going out to welcome a new member to our team. So I really appreciate what John adds to our team and trust that he knows that he's a vital part of what we're doing to create better lives for people in our community.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show. Tyler, how are you doing today?
Doing great, Jello. How about you yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking and for dropping by. I know you have a lot of things to do. Really appreciate you being on the show today. Now, to let you know, before we start, we have a lot of listeners who are business owners just like yourself. So I need your help. Can you tell us something about yourself and your business, Tyler?
Well, I am Tyler Wynn. I'm in the Atlanta area, a real estate professional with multiple years of experience. I lead a team here in the Atlanta area with the Legendary Home Sales team. And our goal is to help individuals create a better life through real estate.
Create a better life through real estate. It's an awesome goal right there. Now, you mentioned also a lot of years in the real estate business now. How about working with someone virtual though? Just like what you're doing with John, your cyberbacker. Is this your first time?
Yeah, this is actually my first time utilizing a virtual assistant to increase the leverage and increase the productivity that I can achieve with my business.
Course. Now, was it a big change for you now working with someone who's virtual? Because I know before the pandemic, we were all kind of used to working with people that we meet in an office setup. Now, everything is going a bit more virtual. So, how was the transition for you personally?
It was a little odd at first, just because anytime we're doing something new, it can be just a little bit unsettling experience. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it was a great experience and seamless in reaching out to Cyberbacker, choosing my personal Cyberbacker, and going through that process. So once I got out of my own way, I was able to get a lot more leverage and get back a lot more of my time by utilizing the efforts of a Cyberbacker.
More time so you can focus on the business, of course, the growth of the business. I mean, now, how did you find out about Cyberbacker in the first place, though?
So I first heard of Cyberbacker several years ago at Keller Williams convention called Family Reunion. Mm-hmm. And I'd heard about that. And at that point in time, my business was not at a level where I had a need for utilization of a virtual assistant or any assistant for that matter. Mm-hmm. And so through the years, I've talked to multiple outstanding real estate professionals that have used Cyberbacker and have had great results. And a good friend of mine had told me a story about how they took their business to the next level with the efforts of a Cyberbacker and trusting someone to take on that aspect of their business.
Okay, there we go. So added leverage, added time, of course, for the growth of the business, as what we mentioned earlier. Now, what were the things that you needed help with before you partnered with Cyberbacker? Any specific tasks?
Yeah, so creating digital media and great looking graphic designs is really what I was looking for assistance with from a Cyberbacker. I can spend 4 hours and create something that my Cyberbacker can create in 30 minutes because I don't have the skills and the level of experience to do whatever graphic design software to be able to create the things. So I've got the great ideas and I know exactly what I'm looking for in the creation of those designs and marketing materials. and I could either utilize my time, actually I could waste my time, or I could hand that off to somebody who has a better skill level for accomplishing what I need to do.
So a lot of digital media then. Now, talk to me, how does that work? Just for someone who's listening who would want to partner with someone virtually and also do the same thing. How did you first start with that? Does it go on a back and forth? Hey, here's what I did today. Would you want us to post this? Something like that? How does it work for you guys?
Yeah, so it's a lot like working with a person one-on-one in person. My Cyberbacker and I, John, will get together with me on a regular basis, and we'll kind of go over what the ideas are in brainstorming. Be just like sitting beside somebody at a table and going, hey, here's what we want to do, what we're looking to accomplish. What can you do to help us get there, and what ideas do you have that you could add to this that would make it better? And that's one of the things I love is John's got different experience and different perspective than I do. So he's able to bring ideas to the table and then create those in a way that's visually appealing to bring that to fruition. One of the biggest drains on my marketing was having the time to sit down to create the marketing in a timely manner that would allow me to roll it out for events. More than once, I've missed a holiday or special event by not creating the marketing I intended to be able to roll out to have the effect. And once the date's passed, if you're doing a St. Patrick's Day flyer or a Mother's Day something, once that's passed, you've missed that opportunity.
Absolutely agree there. So everything's in a timely manner and everything's scheduled between, of course, events or anything or any marketing them just because of your Cyberbacker. Aside from marketing, though, talk to me more about the tasks. What else does he help you with in the business?
Okay. Yeah. So John's really good at actually giving me some accountability and keeping me on track as well. We'll talk about things that, haven't been done. It's like having an assistant there to remind you of, hey, we had talked about this the other day, and he'll hold me accountable to say, hey, were you able to get that accomplished? Did you complete that task? Nope, I sure didn't. So I'm going to jump back onto that thing, just whatever it was, to get that accomplished and move on to further the marketing and the creation of whatever we're doing. Whether it's drafting an email, we added a new member to our team not long ago, and getting lost in the shuffle, me doing lead generation and talking to people in person here locally, I sometimes lose track of the ideas and the other things that need to get done, like composing an email that's going out to welcome a new member to our team. So we were able to get that accomplished. Great looking formatted email that went out to that individual's database to share the announcement that they had just joined our team and that they were super excited to be celebrating their 42nd year in real estate.
Gosh, right there. So a lot of things then, as what you mentioned, digital marketing as well, also keeping you accountable. And I forgot to ask this earlier, by the way. How long have you been working with John, your Cyberbacker?
So John and I have only been working together about 3 months, which is amazing because he's really been able to step up and kind of learn exactly what our ideas are for branding and marketing, and get a grasp around that and create wonderful templates. Because really what we hired him for was to create that digital portfolio of materials for listings, for reaching out to buyers, for engaging clients in a visual manner.
There we go. So talking more about your Cyberbacker, and obviously is what you mentioned, he really loves to step up. Now, talking about that, what are some of the new things that you got planned for him to do? Let's say within the next few months from today, because obviously he's going to want to do more to help the business grow. So.
Absolutely. So one of the things we spoke about yesterday on a conference call was creating a playbook for the different types of aspects to the business. So we're creating a buyer's playbook. When we pick up a new buyer, what are the steps to make sure that every member of our team understands and knows exactly what needs to be done so we meet and exceed that buyer's expectations. We're also creating a seller's playbook for the exact same reason. So from the time that someone reaches out to us to say that they would like for our team to list their property so they have the best and most seamless experience, we're having a playbook created for the selling process. So from start to finish, from the initial conversation call to, taking the photos after closing to help them share the great news of the home that they just purchased. We're going to have a step-by-step playbook so that any new member of our team can just pick that up and know what steps need to be created and completed to achieve great results and create a better experience for our clients.
Gosh, that's going to be very exciting for John because, of course, more things to do, more opportunities to grow for him, of course, and that's for the benefit of the business. Now, I know it's only been a few months that you've been working with John, your cyberbacker, but what I'd like to know is how did you build that strong partnership with someone who's virtual? Again, just a lot of success in just a small amount of time. How did you and John do it? How did you make this a partnership a successful one?
Yeah, so one of the keys to success there was just spending a regular amount of time on Zoom calls, face to face, kind of discussing the plans and operations and goals that we had in mind. Also taking the time to kind of understand what John's goals were and what his skill levels and what he could accomplish would be. And so getting to know the cyberbacker was just like getting in person.
Yeah.
Knowing that individual and their skills and what they can bring to the table is vitally important.
Go. So it's really getting to know your cyberbacker then. And I think something in connection to that would be communication, right? How important is communication in a virtual partnership just like this? What do you think?
Yeah, so virtual communication is vitally important. And it's great because even when I'm out running around doing physical tasks, door knocking or meeting with clients, when John gets there to start his day, he'll send me a text message letting me know he's arrived and the tasks he's working on. He always asks if I need anything at that moment for the day. He'll stay in communication with me throughout the day, the work day. And then before he leaves for the day, he always shoots me a text message to let me know that he's wrapping up and he's about to head out for the day. And so it's great because I've had in-person assistants and clients and personnel that didn't have that level of communication. So it's great.
So really just constant and open communication then with your cyberbacker is also key for this partnership to work out. Now, we've been talking about John for a while now, and for sure, once we have this online, he's going to be able to listen and watch this. So just wanted to know if maybe you have any special messages or a quick shout out you'd like to give out to your rockstar cyberbacker.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate everything that John adds to our team, and I think we've said this multiple times in personal communication. John's not an employee or an assistant; he is a vital and crucial member of our team that gets introduced to buyers and sellers as well, because he's going to be assisting them in making sure that they understand the process. And so, I really appreciate what John adds to our team, and trust that he knows that he's a vital part of what we're doing to create better lives for people in our community.
Now, we are very, very excited to see where this partnership grows to and the continued success, of course, throughout the years. And again, Tyler, thank you very much for dropping by today. I had fun talking to you.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure, 𝗪𝗪, and thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.